best thing you can do is Rubik just be on the high ground here, and the Jakiro doesn't even see you coming because you can just do it from the high ground when the Jakiro is in the river. That is highly unfortunate for you, Jakiro. At this point, someone almost needs to... I guess, yeah, someone's come down bottom lane. It's going to be Mad just leeching the XP in this lane with his boots first.
Yep, he also does not have living armor, opting for the level 1 leech seed for that early kill.
Yep. He's going to just give Misery a good old right-click damage.
So, I mean, Boots Treant is much scarier than like a position 5 Treant with no boots. Like, he has to be able to go up and right-click people, or else you're just wasting that 85 base damage.
Yep. See how this bottom lane goes for Envy. He has got 8 Tangos in the salvo, so should have more than enough HP regen to sustain himself.
Okay, let's see. Chicken is coming.
This is one of those awkward. How easily can you do this? Looks like Nico should be. Yeah, he's fine.
That was pretty easy.
Yeah. Sometimes we've seen teams and players really struggle with it. Most notably, there was a moment where Na'Vi got completely stuck on that top cliff for quite some time in bottom lane. Envy getting a right click down here.
There goes the salve.
Yep.
I mean, that's ridiculous, the damage from these two. And not only is it a lot of damage over time, it's a lot of slow.
Okay, doing something a bit different at top lane. Going for an early point in mana drain is just looking to bring Bone 7's mana pool down low. No point in the Impale just yet. And
I mean, if you can't attack, you might as well be doing something, right?
Absolutely. So he's just going to keep on giving him some pokes here and there. And bottom rune coming up now. Here comes potential flanked from Alliance. They scout things out, but they don't look to contest it. Just trying to contest the pull more than anything. It looks like Cloud9 just looking to play the kind of stack and pull game, which is they're so well known for. Top lane, Bone 7 has a dive available. We'll need to use it.
I wonder if he's going to get Mana Drain at level 3. That'd be a kind of cool build.
Problem is dive costs 0 mana, so I think it's not worth it because of that. You can stop the Fire Spirits from coming out, but...
Oh, yeah. Matt gets gone on bottom, lifted.
Gets low and gets brought down. There's going to be a Jewel Breath, but it comes too late, and Envy looking to harass down a second kill, but doesn't seem likely as Jakiro going to turn around, throw some Liquid Fire out, and...
Man, going maybe a little bit too offensive with this...
Mid lane, meanwhile, Fata going down. Pycat with a solo kill. The Living Armor. Uh-oh. Counter kill going the other way. Just a level 1 Living Armor. Unfortunately, just the... minimal instances, 4 instances, is not going to be enough there.
However, he did buy before he died.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, Mad went for Orb of Venom build instead of maybe going for a little bit more defense. I mean, I guess Trent is supposed to be played very offensively, though. So, can't blame him too much for it.
Okay. Not a bad item pickup as far as the Orb of Venom goes, but yeah, often you see this picked up and it doesn't really amount to much, which may end up being the case now that Trent's just given up his own life at the bottom lane.
So looking at the early farm, TA is suffering, but not that much. Bone 7 gets casually hexed on top.
Yeah, Aki actually could have been in a bit of trouble there, but here we go. It goes in, turns around with the Living Armor on his side. Fire Spirit's gonna...
Oh, Juggernaut. He's going for a different build. I was like, why is he not phasing over? It's because he's not going for phase first. Like, I think phase is really good for zoning out offlaners, just because you'll almost always have phase before offlaner has upgraded boots, and you just chase him down with Jug's heavy right clicks.
Phoenix a bit different, I guess, with an escape spell, but I mean, do you think you should still go phase?
It's really good versus the heroes with escape spells, because the heroes with escape spells generally don't have the tankiness to cope with that, and you can't use it every time he phases on you. That's just ludicrous, right? Okay. So it's, I mean, that's one of the strengths of Juggernaut, is being able to right-click people out of lane easily with phase, but not really sure where he's going for with this gloves. Maybe a Treads? Yeah, it will be a Treads. Treads is far more unusual than phase. It does have its benefits. He gets more HP, but I mean, I don't really think he needs HP.
Attack speed versus Phoenix Spirits, though,
yeah,
I guess.
That's kind of what Mask of Madness is for.
Yeah.
Right?
You want as much as possible, perhaps. So
still an interesting build from him.
Yeah, we'll see how this works out for him, but now just Treads, Quelling Blade. Slightly better for jungling, perhaps, as well, with the attack speed, as well as stats you get from this. But yeah, it's a small little deviation.
So banning out Fata seems to be working decently for Alliance.
Fata, 1 and 2. With 17 CS, is last hitting pretty decently in this mid lane.
I mean, the problem with TA versus this lineup is, like, what build do you go for? If you go for drums, you're still going to get kited by shrapnel. If you go for a blink, you're still going to get kited by shrapnel. If you go BKB,
you're still going to get kited by shrapnel?
You'll get kited by Trent.
Yeah.
So, I don't know. It just, nothing clicked for me for TA. I'm like, oh man, TA is really good because of being able to survive in lane. Not that.
Well, yeah, we've seen 2 deaths already, and it's not even been able to really do that well. Well, hasn't been able to do well at all against Sniper. Sniper leading on CS, has a kill as well.
Level 6, No Tail, getting stalked by Treant Protector, mostly soaking his experience, but Big Daddy is still level 6 in 6 minutes.
Maybe looking for that black hole opportunity in this bottom lane. Even just for a solo kill at this point could be a decent way to make things happen. Career comes in mid, but nothing Rubik can really do about that one. Actually, don't think they scout out the Rubik. The meanwhile, Sniper going for this rune could be a death trap. Phoenix is there. Rubik coming from behind. Dive gonna hit, and here comes your TA. Trap number 1. Pycat gonna go down to this as TA gets a kill.
Good roaming by Misery.
Very patient, just waited up there on the high ground and until the kill came to him.
Living armor definitely not very useful when a Phoenix is ganking you. Big Daddy putting pressure on that tower, but not actually that farmed. I would expect him to have more than a soul ring at this point, but still doing decently.
Yeah, not doing amazing. We'll have some of his items back on the courier, it looks like. So for now, Pycat at mid. Phase boots up just for him after that death still. TA gonna match with some phase boots of her own. And Misery again looking for that pressure towards his mid lane. Looking for
Pycat's
another
losing in
pickup.
CS now.
Oh, and he's may get jumped again. In goes Fata looking for the solo kill. There comes your living armor, and Pycat gonna try and turn it around. Throws another shrapnel or 2. There's an assassinate. It's not gonna be cancelled. Gets the kill.
What was that, Fata?
I don't know if he thought Misery was going to run in to help him out or what. Meanwhile, in the bottom jungle, Black Hole cancelled by an Ice Path. Mad gets out of there with the Nature's Guys. He's going to be okay, and that's a Black Hole down and a kill on your TA. Overall, wins across the map for Alliance.
Trying to kill Bone 7 before he hits level 6. They do have Omni Slash as well as Hex and a level 3 Impale available to them, as well as an Observer Ward to scout him out. But Aki has to be able to get the jump on him. Bone 7 is in a very fantastic position to prevent himself from getting jumped.
Meanwhile, bottom lane, Magicka in some trouble here, getting initiated on, but looks like he will be able to get away from this one. It's top lane though, should have been listening to you. There's your Omni Slash kill. Ake did get close enough with the Hex Impale. Bottom lane though, man.
What is going on in this bottom lane? They waste a black hole. They don't get it. They use a black hole on a Treant Protector. Firstly, like why? And then secondly, they go for another kill and don't have detection. Like they're saving up gold for God knows what. Enigma has an Observer Ward and a smoke, but still no detection. Like, do they not care about Nature's Skies? That's a good reason to ban out Troll if you hate mind detection.
You've got greedy supports, and
Yeah.
I mean Cloud9 known for their greed, but
I mean, the thing about mind detection is if you use one dust and you get a kill, you just earn your gold back and then some. Like, there's very little reason not to get detection when they use it often. Like, he's been using it ever since he hit level 4.
You've convinced me. You just
Okay,
need to go.
yeah.
You need to go talk to Cloud9. Convince them.
Buy detection, please. I don't think it's that hard of a case to make.
No.
Like, maybe your chicken's in use. That's probably one of the best reasons.
Rubik has Trinkles, gets a Soul Ring out, or is working on what I imagine is going to be a Soul Ring. So, just feels like a Dust could fit somewhere along the ways there if you wanted to go for these kills.
Yeah.
Save
I mean,
for
even
Big Daddy
Envy
No
can
Tail.
buy a Dust. Well, I mean, Envy buying Dust, yeah, that's not happening.
Cloud9 just going to share the jungle. Envy not feeling safe at bottom lane, going to swing his way towards. Oh, I think that was meant to be a Roche or something with that smoke.
Good scouting out.
Yeah,
well, too
that's
bad
true.
they don't have detection.
Yeah, exactly. It
Yeah.
really feels like they were looking to smoke up with the Eidolons and the Troll ultimate and go for a Roche attempt there.
Well,
Mid lane, Pycat getting ganked out. That's Envy using that smoke to kill Pycat. I guess that's one way to salvage it, but Envy going to pay the price here, which is going to be in the form of a Lion Finger of Death to bring him down.
you know, Envy would have much preferred the Roche over that kill.
Yeah. Even if he lived, he would have preferred the Roche still. He's just like, well, I guess I'll go gank the sniper. I mean, Pycat's probably just like, why is a smoked up Eternal Envy troll ganking my lane?
Oh, they're not going to give up on it. Another smoke purchased by Enigma. Most likely going to give it to Troll.
I mean, surely after Treant scouts, that one smoke is going to be well aware to keep on scouting this one out, but we'll see if that's the case.
So Bone 7 has used Supernova. I don't actually know when he used it. It's just a minute ago.
Okay. Not sure either.
It wasn't for that kill.
Envy has the smoke and may just be a solo smoke this time around.
Oh, look at that. Alliance with detection. Sentry
What a
placed in the mid
concept.
lane for
against
TA traps.
against an invis hero with invis units.
Yeah, about that.
So is Envy? I don't know. If, you can't solo Roche with these troll items, can you? Oh, it brings TA with him. Okay, that makes more sense.
Okay.
They really want Roshan. First it was Troll Enigma, now it's Troll and TA.
TA has DD though, and so that makes it a lot easier. So let's see if Mad, his treant senses are up to par.
Maybe when they see the battle trance, but so far no battle trance coming out.
It's over. It's already dead. Like by the time battle trance is over, it's way too
And
low.
no one is close enough. All right, so Cloud9 will do their signature Roshan sneak.
Yep. Wait till they get eyes in the forest.
Just going to TP himself back to heal up and continue to farm, I imagine. TA actually the one taking the Aegis for now. His bottom lane, it
Looks
seems.
like he's saving up for Blink. You know, Sniper's really underfarmed. He's died 3 times.
Been getting a lot of pressure. He started off fine, but since
Yeah, he started off really well.
since his good start, it's been mostly downhill for him.
There are some traps to find where and when he's farming in his own jungle.
Bottom lane, they're going to invis up Aki, but do so under an observer ward. No finger available just yet.
Do they even have detection? Oh, okay. Wait, C9? They do have one.
Sentry on Misery, yep. One in lane. Dire ward goes down. Is that in Sentry range? No, siree.
They have another sentry.
Will they plop it down, though? We'll have to wait and see. Dive goes through and not going to catch her in its bottom lane. Fata with that Aegis going to get slowed down by the traps, the Jewel Breath, and it's going to be at least 1 kill onto your TA. To wait and see if they stick around for a second. It looks like the plan is just to back off.
No shrapnel charges. Time to bounce.
Yeah. Shrapnels all expire, so they go through the Aegis, but also create space for Loader to pressure this top tier 1 tower. He's got Bassi, he's got Mask of Madness. Just needs to turn that Bassi ring on and he'll be good to go. Like he's got Finger back once more, so he's going to be looking to use that fairly soon, I imagine.
Troll TP top, but we see the Lion wrapping around. He does have Finger of Death.
Oh, Envy. He was on the receiving end of the last Finger of Death, and maybe
Yeah, he's going to die to
once
Impale
more.
Finger.
If he backs off down this lane, which currently he's not opting for. This Dire Observer ward getting close to spotting him out, but hasn't backed off quite enough.
Yeah, Lotus pushing out the lane hard. There are creeps incoming, so he may feel safe to take Omnislash. Yeah,
He's going to reveal himself now, shows himself, and here comes Ake on the line. TP support will not be fast enough. Loader just going in. They may not even need the Finger. Blade Fury, no, they're going to do it to be on the safe side. Finger gets stolen. TP out. Will it be in time? No. Rubik gets the kill.
too much hesitation, I think, with the Finger. I think he could have just straight fingered right there and just bounced.
I think also Loader got too aggressive. Loader didn't need to go in as well. Should have just let the line.
He was trying to push him back into Ake, so I can see that. But why didn't Lion just finger? If you just finger and just immediately leave, the TP wouldn't have resolved in time for them to steal the spell.
Hesitation costs Alliance their carry Juggernaut.
Oh, Misery. How many times has he died in the same spot?
Misery slowed down by the shrapnel, and Overgrowth coming into play as well, but that's a stolen shrapnel. Going back the other way, Assassin unfortunately going to end his life, and Fata now no longer has an Aegis, but looks like he will be okay to back off.
Well, Pycat with the Sage Rush, saving his life. You know, that goes to a testament how weak Drums is right now, because generally Drums is your item of choice when you're going for a survival strength item. But
yes, as opposed to the Sange.
Yes, as opposed to the Sage, but I guess Sage is just that weak.
SMY is just such a nice... on any hero that can build SMY, it's like, why...
I think Manta's really good in this game, though. Good at multiple instances versus TA, get rid of the traps, get rid of the blind.
TP top, they're going to TP into the Supernova. They're not dealing with this Supernova. Agniqua trying to get out of range, will not do so. Goes down to your TA, and Pycat now TP'd into this one. Has living armor for a little longer, but not much, and trying to bring down Bone 7 will not succeed. 10 HP, just barely dies in the end of the Shrapnel Burst, but Loader rocking up the top lane. There's a Hex from Ake, but he's on his own around the side, and doesn't have much in the way of backup. If he gets hit by this stun, it could be the death of him. Looks like he will make his way out as Envy actually takes a mid-tier 1 tower. These teams fighting for survival. Lose will be knocked out of your European group for Battlegrounds, and
C9 playing much better. They're running around, they're taking objectives, and I don't. Some of it's predictable, like I guess the Roshan, but I guess that can come at any time. But that Roshan actually really helped because I guess both of those heroes that took out Rosh were like a little bit underfarmed and a little bit underleveled. But with that, they got a huge XP boost. Fada died, but not actually died because of the Aegis, and they sweep a couple of T1s and get a lot of map control. And relative to Pycat, Fada's doing really well now.
Okay. Yeah,
Look at his farm, 2,500 more.
Yeah,
good.
He's something well ahead on far as net worth goes, seeing about to reach 8,000 when you're jugging on just about 6,500.
Loda running into Fada.
It's going to be Magic also in some trouble. Throws out an overgrowth, but okay, with an Omni Slash, it's a kill they can take before the Black Hole comes into play. Stolen Omni Slash from your Rubik. Misery doesn't have the mana for it, unfortunately. Needs about 10 more, has the stick charges. May look to pop this and turn and fight. T8 looking to charge forward, has no traps for the time being. Misery going to get even lower from the Assassinate, but he turns. Uh-oh, that's not a real hero. Misery going to waste the
dodge the
Omni
Ice
Slash.
Path.
Yeah, okay. Bata now slowed down, out of mana himself, but the buyback's coming into play. Enigma wants back in. Rubik goes down to your Jakiro, but it's the Troll bringing down Ake. On the front lines goes Big Daddy No-Tail, has a stun available. Neekwa going to get locked in place with that, puts a third Alliance hero into the grave. And the chase is on. Pycat doesn't have the best movement speed without a Yasha. Fata, though,
That was a good buyback.
decides not to continue chasing.
They knew they had to immediately turn around or they were just going to get destroyed by Black Hole. And without that T1 there, Alliance does not have that much protection. They have to retreat pretty much 2 screens away in order to retreat safely. And that's just so much time for a hero like TA to chase him down and get kills. And Fada, as rough as an early start that he had, 7-3 now with a Yasha up.
What's he bought on top of that? He picks up a completed Manta style now.
Yeah, and I mean, they're well on their way to secure the next Roche, just because Alliance, they have had too many deaths on Pycat, on the Sniper, and Juggernaut also hasn't really been running around enough, and he didn't even take down his T1 tower, so the presence exerted by Juggernaut on this map has been minimal.
They see Mad as well. They've got the Radiant, Observer, and Sensual here to spot him out, but they decide they don't really have the heroes or the damage to kill him off with just a Troll, as well as Phoenix nearby.
Rubik's still pretty poor. Soul Ring Trinkle, unusual build for Rubik, but it works if you're gonna perma roam, which is what Misery likes to do.
For now, it seems Alliance want to group up a bit and try to take some objectives. The Mask of Madness complete for Pycat. So at this point, it's casual Sage for now. You imagine he's turning into an SMY, but he wants the Mask of Madness first, give him some attack speed, and against Phoenix, definitely don't blame him as far as wanting to have attack speed. And there we go, Loda, it looks like we'll finally get this top tier 1 tower. It took him quite some time to be able to bring that one down, and very different to like what we saw, like say from Silent when Empire picked the Juggernaut. He gets like this 13 minutes in, he's got his phase, Mom, Yasha, top tier 1 tower's dead, and he's taking Ancients and Roshan. Loda has not really left this top side of the map all too much, and when he has, it's been to come to a fight where he only got so much done towards that mid lane.
Yeah, and he even had a couple of rotations coming in from the Lion to help him out and try and secure that tower. Again, that botched kill was really terrible for Alliance's momentum. They would have secured the tower, maybe, or at least gotten a clean kill and not died as a result. He just took so much damage from the Troll before he dropped. Well, Misery running around, No-Tail, resorting back to farm. Fada, out of control on net worth. Again,
yeah.
3,500 gold above the Sniper. And this is with Sniper getting a very early kill on Fada prior to creep spawn, and then another kill on it without TA getting the experience.
And Treant is being a complete pest for C9. I mean, they maybe don't know it, though, because he's just been spending so much time in this Radiant jungle getting all sorts of intel about the Cloud9 whereabouts, and as a result, Alliance know very well where they can move around the map. It seems they want to make a play towards this bottom lane. They invis up Loda as well as Mad.
They just have to make sure not to get owned by Hole.
No. Will the Jug look to go for the full wraparound? He's got Omni Slash up level 2 and decides he doesn't want to go running in blind. The push is going to come from... Oh, Mad gets too close. Plan is foiled. Time to back off, guys.
Those creeps shouldn't have vision of him.
I think the range creeps have extended.
Creeps,
yeah, hacker creeps.
Yeah, they don't have that great vision. Well,
maybe Hero just came nearby and gave like some extra vision or something. Not sure what happened. Either way, Alliance just happy to kind of sit back now that they've kind of forced Cloud9 to rotate a lot of their members down towards that bottom lane, although it's still Fata. He didn't budge. He's still been towards mid in this enemy jungle and getting closer and closer to his next big item. 2,500 gold, and he's got another DD room bottled. With Roshan respawning, you gotta imagine Fata may have his eyes on this next Roshan, but he's getting ganked up in this mid lane. Loader coming in, has an Omni Slash available, but not sure he's going to want to go for this one. There's your Omni Slash. Manta comes out, gets out of the overgrowth as well. Fata may look to turn and fight. Omni Slash is stolen. Will bring down Loader. Down goes your Trina as well. Fata will burn in the end to the shrapnel. But still a decent fight for Cloud9. That looked like it could have gone a whole lot worse for them with Fata in the front lines. That bottom Troll managed to die. So get ourselves back in the game.
where has Jakiro been? I feel like he hasn't really been in that many engagements. Like he's been split pushing, I suppose.
Did get a kill on Envy there with, I imagine, the help of the Lion, who was nearby bottom lane, but...
Yeah, it seems like he's just been constantly pushing bottom, which is not a bad thing to do, but at the same time, he can just burn through his refractions, and what they tried to do over there was kill all the refracting charges with Leech Teeth and then go in for an Omni Slash, but it just takes too long.
Misery. Easy solo kill for Aki there. Rubik with just the 1 point in the null field, not really negating enough of that damage.
It's big items coming out from the Alliance support and offlaner. Yules, or sorry, Blink Dagger and a Force Staff.
Big thing for Alliance is not letting Cloud9 get in and sneak into the Roshan or even just brute force their way into a Roshan by winning a fight. This is
they're gonna smoke. They want Roshan. Cloud9 smoke before.
It is a 5-man smoke. I wonder if that's going to be almost too obvious about what's going down.
They need shrapnels in the pit right now.
Sniper. He's up near that top dire jungle, and it looks like they're going to go into the pit. DD Rune was used that last fight by Fata, but doesn't seem to matter. They're making their way into the pit regardless, but here comes Loader. No Omni Slash for 15.
Without shrapnel, they can't go in. They need vision in the pit, and that's the only spell that can give them vision.
TA will claim the Aegis.
That's a big oversight by Alliance, not controlling the pit. They're too concentrated on farming their jungle instead of hovering around the pit. And when they're all around there, it's just a really bad position to get overgrowth, you can line up for impales, ice path, even macro pyre is a great zoning tool, and of course, they have shrapnel that they can't really maneuver around. And this is Cloud9 pre-BKB. This is when Alliance should be looking for fights.
So Cloud9 are going to just keep on taking advantage and taking objectives despite the lack of BKBs. Going to dive in, catch out Nico potentially. They get the lift off. There's a Malefice as well, and Nico are going to be brought down with the Jewel Breath getting stolen in the process by the Rubik.
That's another tower. I don't exactly know what Nico is doing there by his lonesome, but he cannot solo defend, and if he gets picked off, they lose another tower. So there's just no reward there for the risk. Maybe he stops TPs. I guess it's a small reward.
It's a pretty cheap and easy tower for Cloud9 again. It looks like they want to go for a second one here at bottom lane as well. Big Daddy No-Tail nearby will quickly throw a Midnight Pulse mid and then make his way towards bottom to ensure things go smoothly for Cloud9 around this bottom lane.
Yule's completed on Phoenix, as well as a Midas. It's actually pretty darn farm, Bone 7.
Yeah. Seems like for the most part, Cloud9 just happy with the pace of this game, though. They're going to back off Rubik to the top lane, keep looking to farm their next couple items, get a gem up as well. They want to start focusing on map control. Deny vision from Alliance.
Well, they're probably pretty happy because TA is mega farm. I'd be pretty happy.
Yeah, I mean, we didn't really think the TA pick would do too much this game, and Dota has proven us wrong.
They ganked mid so many times for him, and Alliance, they, I think, were overly reliant on living armor instead of just hard TPs.
Fata now up to 13,000 net worth. The ulti orb in hand. Is this the hero you go Skadi on? It doesn't strike me as one, but these days it seems everyone gets Skadi.
I mean, what else could it be? Scythe? No, he doesn't have a Blink or Shadow Blade. Lincoln's? No.
No. Linus. All they've
It
really
has to be
got.
Scotty.
Yep. He's just going for this pure tanky survival build so he can be in the front lines.
Casual ulti orb.
No, there's your second one. So it will be a Skadi. He's more or less got it at this point. He is getting ganked down the top lane. 3 heroes converging on him. Fata in some trouble. And it looks like... I'm about to say, where's the detection? He could just melt up.
Again? No detection?
He was running away, like taking a lot of damage. I'm like, wait. This Treant doesn't have detection. Who's actually got detection if Treant doesn't? Because I'm pretty sure this loader Jug isn't buying dust or anything. That... Well, is the Cloud9 problem, but...
Yeah, Cloud9 hasn't been, like, they haven't been playing around the Aegis that much. Like, he farms out dangerously, but it's not like they need the Aegis to win fights. There haven't really been any black holes.
No, the ones that have been pretty unimpressive or cancelled very quickly.
So C9 have like a lot of upside in their fights because they still have black hole. They still can like use Aegis, good eggs as well. Whereas Alliance is pretty much can they catch people out of position and blow them up with a Blink Hex or Omni Slash, Shrapnel Kiting.
For No-Tail, he has been very quiet, just 0, 1, and 3. Haven't seen huge farm as well from him. Sometimes you'll have a quiet Enigma game, but you make up for it by being involved in a lot of the action, farm, and kills. But Bone 7 swoops in bottom lane with a Yule Scepter out on your Jakiro. Jakiro running out of options, may go for a defensive Yules on himself, but the Sunray burning through him, and down he goes. Burns to a dragony grave as Alliance find themselves losing another pick-off here.
Bone 7's doing a lot more with his farm this game than he was in the last game. Last time he had, what, Yules and Mech?
Yeah, Yules, Mech on the Undying.
Midas Yules, and he's just already doing much more with that. Looking for picks after going in with his dive and having well-placed eggs.
Top lane, Omni Slash going through. Envy.
Wow, that's some lucky...
We'll survive it.
Some lucky bounces.
Even with it, Envy still gets out.
Well, Cloud9 probably patiently waiting for the Roshan.
Well, Aegis I guess gets to reclaim, so waiting the next Roshan with Aegis and Cheese, you think?
I mean, they're farming so much better than Alliance right now. The Sniper is just constantly scared of dying and hasn't been able to play that the way that Pika usually plays on this beastly hero.
He's working on an MKB, which he's just the demon edge away from. As far as the MKB goes, though, I mean, it's great physical damage and all, but no real evasion on the side of Cloud9, apart from the whirling axes of Troll. But if Troll's on top of you, chances are whirling axes are not going to save you. The MKB is not going to save you, because you've got bigger problems than the blind chance at that point, if Troll's right-clicking you.
Yeah, that's why I'm surprised he went for that build. I think a Scotty would be much safer, because he can just kite these heroes, because these heroes are pretty short-range, TA and Troll both. Then again, they don't have BKBs, so the damage from headshot, or damage from MKB can do a lot.
Mad on the tree, gonna get ganked up and brought down. The gem pickup from Misery, not only allowing them to gain a lot of map control, but find these pickoffs on the annoying, pesky Treant, who's been a kind of thorn in their side for some time with his constant scouting.
Yeah, he scouts, but he doesn't actually do anything. He's like watching Cloud9 farm, but they're not really equalizing that farm with their own. So it's not actually doing that much. You want to scout them out if you can outfarm them.
Oh, they see Pycat blinking with a telekinesis, and yikes, he does not stand a chance against that aggression. The other thing, it seems
Alliance crumbling.
Yeah, the Treant spending a lot more time focusing on his farm is working and getting very close to an Aghanim Scepter. A much earlier timing than you'd normally maybe see on your Treant Ags, but...
Yeah, they see people and then what? I guess still, the high ground hold with Sniper, still an option for Alliance, not for 40 seconds though.
And that's where C9 just drawing lines down this mid lane. They want to go pressure the base. They see a couple heroes at bottom lane, and yeah, tier 3's under siege there. They have to TP back now and defend, or they're going to go and try force out the high ground. Glyph gets used though. They blink forward with a dive as well. Mad. Hit by that one, but it seems like that's going to be enough to force them to TP back home and defend this bottom lane, but Kind of want to get some kills along with it with the TP from Fata. Doesn't seem like he's going to find anything. Dire Vision set up as well to kind of cover the defensive retreat, and the Alliance smoke up. They're looking to re-engage off of this. Nikwa has the Yule Scepter to set up an Ice Path, and Fata seems to be the main target. Skadi and Manta, though, very tanky on the TA.
Risky maneuver. But they know they have to make something happen before this next Roche. See the respawn timer in just about 10 seconds time. Fata gets hexed up, but leapfrogs away.
Didn't see the haste rune, I guess, Aki. And now he's going to get maybe turned around on the Impale comes into play, but Aki, all he can do is kind of run here or TP out. Gets the blink, TP, will escape. So he makes his way out of there, doesn't lose his own life, which could have been a whole lot worse.
Very short respawn timer, about 30 seconds time. C9 will undoubtedly see it with the Psionic Trap already parked in there, and they're already gathered in position in case it is an early respawn.
They kind of, I think they just also push down this bottom lane. The last outer tower remaining on Alliance's side of the map. So yeah, they see Roshan now, and they may make a pit stop towards the pit, and yeah, pinged out by Misery. He's saying, hey guys, look at this. Look what I found.
Easy. Should be easy, Roche.
And this is cheese as well. Possibly for Envy, depending on how they want to prioritize the Aegis.
Man, I thought I liked the Jug pick when they picked it, but at the same time, it just hasn't done anything. I'm actually not sure if it's a deficiency of the hero or if it's Loda's playstyle with the hero, but they just haven't been able to control anything with it. And he's supposed to be the big bad bully with all his farm, as opposed to Fata, who probably had less farm, but was doing more bullying on that TA.
Well, Fata going to continue to bully now with another 3,000 gold and a cheese in hand. Misery just chasing down some illusions. Got a bit of a wild goose chase here. But with Aegis cheese, this may be time for C9 to consider those high ground sieges. 18,000 net worth about to be reached by your TA in total, as Fata will find Aki for an easy pickoff. The Manta Skadi is creating enough confusion that Aki couldn't really deal with those illusions.
Good to take Omni Slash too.
I've seen that one a few times, and Cloud9 now with that pickoff, thinking high ground. Treant's out of the base, has started to set up his network of eyes here using that ultimate. The gem on the Rubik though, who does not have any way of cutting down trees himself, but Midnight Pulse will be the main, I guess, tool for doing that. Assassin trying to stall. Meanwhile, top lane, Big Daddy No-Tail, he's gotten too aggressive. The mech is there, and the bounce from the Omni Slash goes to Creeps. Oh boy, they don't get the kill they were hoping for in the Enigma. Now there is a Black Hole available. Solo Black Hole gets cancelled by an Ice Path. Nicely played from Nikwa. We'll salvage things for the time being. There's still a Yule Scepter available if they want to go on Loader, but he's going to get hit by the Living Armor, and that's going to make this a little bit trickier. Bone 7, not using just yet. Now he's going to throw it out, and we'll see what the call's going to be. Midnight Pulse puts Loader back as well with the Telekinesis. They want to get this kill, and it looks like with Fata Skadi, they should be able to do so. All of Cloud9 committing to this one.
Didn't Fly used to play the Enigma for Fnatic when No-Tail was on the team?
They would both play the Enigma. I've definitely seen No-Tail. I remember him playing it at ESL 1 for Fnatic 1 year. There was a game where they should have won against EG, but they somehow, it was like a game decider, and he was on Enigma. So I think they both play it.
I would say his Enigma has been a little lackluster.
Yes. Has not
farming
been,
wise and black hole wise.
Not been the best Enigma game from Big Daddy No-Tail, but let's see what the next move is going to be. Treant looking to just set up his network of vision through the Radiant Jungle as much as possible. One of the big things you always want to do with these eyes is put them near neutral camps, so when you are using it, not only does it give you vision, but you can farm up all these jungle spots using it as well. But now though, those dire trees are not set up in too many positions around the map.
He can't really get that many places.
And he's so worried about running into someone like a Rubik with the gem.
Heck, I would be. So, do we see Quelling Blade pick up?
Rubik is still just on the gem alone. Top lane, Fata. No, BKB get out of this one. Has a Manta. Oh, Nat has already been used further up. It looks like they're just going to decide to get the hell out of this one. TA trap. Slow gets used in Ake. That's a blink available soon. We'll blink into the tree, go for a TP. Doesn't look like they'll scout that one out. Meanwhile, Pycat going to be in all sorts of trouble. He's already lost his Jakira behind him, and Cloud9 get a second kill onto the sniper. Pycat's woes continue as he gets his 6th death of the game and still cannot farm this MKB he's been trying to work on for quite some time.
Dang, poor Pycat. Such a good start. Well, Cloud9 chilling right outside the T3 tower. TA is so fat.
Yeah, this is getting absurd. What did TA buy? Butterfly. Oh boy. Good luck to you. I guess Sniper does have the MKB coming very soon, but even so, Fata gets some good damage, attack speed off of this, and also a way to fight the Juggernaut. So Alliance going to be tested now. It looks like this top lane is not going to be able to be held here. Sniper has a buyback available, but doesn't seem inclined to use it, and it's going to be too late to defend this top racks anyways, as Cloud9 secure both melee and range racks, and seem to be considering going for this mid lane. 5-6 seconds on the Sniper still, and no glyph available. Nice path will delay things, hitting both the 2 here Impale as well. Big Daddy No Tail blinks in, doesn't even get off the Malefice though. Seems Cloud9 still content to push high ground, even with the entire Alliance squad respawned. Tier 3 gonna go down to start things off. Fata still marching forward, trying to apply pressure here. The Omni Slash coming out just to troll Waller. That doesn't bounce any further. Loader lift up in the air. Any steal from Misery? Doesn't look like it. Gets the Earth Spike from earlier. Trying to turn and throw that one. Nice overgrowth from your Treant Protector. Does decent damage. There's your black hole we've been waiting for. Catches out 3. The damage from the Macropire not going to be enough to turn anything around. And it's looking grim for Alliance as Bone 7 gets a triple kill. Cloud9 going to get a second lane of racks in the mid lane and even swing their attention towards the bottom lane. Sniper shows himself in the trees, and that only leads to one thing, and that's going to be death of the poor little dwarf. The Psyblades bouncing on through to the Treant Protector, make it a team wipe as Alliance get taken out, and that's got to be GG, it feels like.
Massacred. Massacre at the Dire T3 tower. Whew.
That was, you know, the caster curse strikes again. It's Big Daddy No Tail, just as we're like, oh, his Enigma's been so-so. Finally hits a big black hole. And that's it. Cloud9 G2A will knock out Alliance from the Red Bull Battlegrounds Dota 2 competition here. And Cloud9 themselves will stay alive and will meet the Ninjas in Pajamas in the next round of the lower bracket. A rematch from earlier where Cloud9 got completely destroyed. So
yet another stomp. And Cloud9, they just had